about it. And what would I think about you? I know you think this is right, but what happens after tonight? Will you even care? I wanna know this right now. After the night before, when all of the fun is over, would you not want me more? No. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I know what you're feeling. I've been there before. How will we know what we are doing? And what if we both should want more? I know it looks like it's real, but afterwards, how will you feel, babe? Will we both feel sad? I know this right now. When all of the fun is over, will you want me anymore? After the morning after. When all of the fun is over, will you want me anymore? After the night, you wanna think about your love, you want your love, the things you love, and after the morning, after the morning, after the morning, after the morning, after the morning. Yes. Hello, this is your girl Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say hello, happy Quinceañera, happy Bar Mitzvah, happy anniversary, and happy Quinceañera. I think I didn't say that, okay? So Lottie Dottie and everybody that's celebrating something on today, which is September the 12th, 2024. Yeah, we are almost through this year. I cannot believe it. You, and I want to say, I'm be your brother. What? The smooches. So you get a smooch. You get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. Good day, everybody. Today is Terrific Thursday. Let me see. Let me get back over here and see who we got. What's up, Shaker Boo? What's going on with you? And hey, Kendra. Hey, Kendra, love. Yes, y'all. And all my butterflies up in the butterfly queendom, I salute you. And to those that will be listening to this a little later, we're not going to be on here long. We're going to give honor today. I just played my favorite Frankie Beverly song, After the Morning After. That's right there. I don't know what it is about that song. I don't know if it's the beat and the way he's singing it. I don't know. It's just that has always been my favorite song. Now, I love Frankie Beverly, period. But that song right there has been my favorite song since I can remember. Okay. You know, I'm just saying. And y'all, wait a minute. We got to remember too that's the end of an era. If you ask me, that's one of the ends of the eras. I feel sorry sometimes for the younger generation because they don't actually know what good music is. Unless you like my daughters and my sons grew up with me and they grandmama, they go over there and she got the old school going. I got old school going. So my baby girl, like I said, she'll be 22 in October. My baby girl goes around, honey. She be saying this old school. You would think she's my age. And she tell everybody, I'm 44. I'm 44. I don't know why she's stuck on 44. Yeah, bless her heart and all the parts. So then we had this one right here today as well, y'all. So we're going to give this little honor thing. If you haven't seen this movie, please go look at it. This movie is a good movie. It really is. So let's see. Here we go. Midnight train from Zamunda. I would love to sing with her. Gladys Knight. The two people I want to sing with is Gladys Knight and India Arie. That would be like a thing for me. I want to sing with them so bad. Yeah. Anywho, here we go. Midnight train from Zamunda. Leaving on the midnight train. Yes, he is. Yes, my father. Said he's going up. Going up. Remember what I told you. Sahara in the sky. I'm going to die now. Oh, yes, he is. Come now, Father. Everything is going to. Oh, please don't leave us. Take us instead. Take us on that midnight train. From the midnight train. From the moon. 'Cause this nation's only hope. It's ruler of this land. Is a son who can't have a son of his own. What's even the point? There's not even a point. Say it, say it, say it. I've just lost the greatest man in my life. Shout out to James Earl Jones and his family. May he rest in power, rest in love, just like Frankie Beverly. May they rest in power. It was a day apart, y'all. It's weird. But I wanted to honor them two men. James Earl Jones, I remember him being the instrument behind Roots when I was younger and the first episode of Roots came out. I remember Roots was like a 5-day series and everything. And we all was like around the TV, for Roots. You know what I'm saying? Chicken George and all of them and Kizzy and yeah, I remember that. And I always, every time I think about Roots, I always thought about James Earl Jones. So anyway, God bless them and their family, and I hope they're resting in power. The only concert that my husband ever went to, my late husband, only concert he ever went to was Frankie Beverly. He had never been to a concert. And our daughter blessed us with tickets because me and his birthday is 2 weeks apart. And she blessed us with tickets. And we went and had a ball. We was dancing in the middle of the aisle like some more couples. And, that concert, it goes down in the books, right? If you've never seen Frankie Beverly in concert, God bless your heart and all your parts. Because when I tell you that money was worth it, it was worth it. Boo Boo Kitty. So, anywho, hey, Leo Boo, smooches. So, honey, that Frankie Beverly concert was all that. All right, so let me address this. Thank you all for your well wishes on my surgery today. This surgery had to happen. Some years ago, yeah, I had a very bad accident. Okay, I had a very bad accident, and I left the emergency room because I was just tired. Like they did everything, but then they was gonna do something else, and they was just taking so long. I wanted to go home, so I left the emergency room. Well, my shoulder, one of my shoulders, didn't heal properly. Okay, and so now that I get a certain procedure 3 times a week at the medical center, I get a certain procedure, right? For the last week and a half, they have not been able to really do the procedure the way that they need to. So they were like, "You're going to have to go back in and see what's going on." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So when I went to see my vascular doctor, he set me up for ultrasound on my left arm, which is the arm I hurt. And so they called me and told me I'm gonna have to have surgery. And they said, "We need to do it immediately. Can you go in Thursday?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They said, "Okay." And the girl said 11. Some I said, "Well, is that the earliest you got?" She said, "Well, we got a 6:30 in the morning." I said, "Baby, I'm an early bird. I'll be there." She said, "Okay." So anyway, when I came out of surgery today, the surgeon came in and talked to me, and the head nurse, and he said, "I'm glad we went in because you had three major what's the, I knew I was gonna forget it. Clots, three major clots in that area. Because when I wasn't under to where I couldn't, that I was not aware of what was going on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they numbed me and everything, and I was sleeping in and out, but I wasn't so under where I was not aware of what was going on. Okay, and even though I was in peace under that medication and anesthesiology. Hey, Anthony Boo, what's going on, friend? Hey, Miss Dovey. Um, Even though I was, you know, numbed up, there was one part to where it felt like something was laying on my heart. I mean, like it was just on my heart. And I said, "Oh," like that, And they said, yeah, they said he just did a balloon. He had to go up, way up in my chest, like close between my chest and my arm. And he had to balloon it so he can get that clot out because it was so big and everything. And that was the pressure I was feeling, him getting that clot. And I remember when I heard him say, "Got it," like it. He said, "We can close her up, you know. And so I must have just like went out while they was closing me up because when they took me to the room, I was not aware of it. I was knocked out. My son was sitting in the chair waiting on me and everything. And then I started feeling that pain and I started waking up because I was in pain. And he said, "Take it easy, mama. Take it easy." And I could hear him. And then when I finally looked over at him, I said, "Oh," like that. So then the nurse said, "Is she awake?" He said, "Yeah." So the nurse came in and she said, "I'm going to get the doctor so he can tell you." I said, "Okay." So yeah, I had three big clots, three major clots that was on that side and everything, y'all. So God is good. He is good all the time. Okay. And so yeah, and I believe that they also came from, like I said, that accident, because they are aware that I had an accident and my shoulder sometimes, like it didn't heal correctly. I can move it, I can move my arm, but on that certain level on that left side, that arm, I can only move a certain height. And don't get it wrong, I can still fight, just let that be known. But, and I don't need that left hand for the right trigger. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I still got activities and all this and stuff like that. So tomorrow when I go for my medical procedure, the nurses, they'll take my sutures out, which is, is when they sew you up and all that. They said I had two, and I think it's good. And the doctor said, "You're good. You only had two. So yeah, that's what that was. I had to go to the, thank you, Leo. You too, babe. You too. I know it could have been real bad. Anthony, you're right about that. You, M. Renee, hey, love muffin. Yeah, it could have been real bad. I keep telling people, God watches over babies and fools and those that he know. Okay. What I mean, when you got something to do, he got you. Seriously. And I got too much to do. And that was so funny because this morning I said, here I am in this hospital again. I got too much to do, God. You already told me what I got too much to do. Why can't But I'm so happy. My arm, it hurts from the surgery, but it didn't hurt, it doesn't hurt like it was before the surgery because my arm was throbbing. I mean throbbing, y'all. So I'm glad that, my doctor, he listened to me. Let me tell y'all, I heard Leo say this before. She was talking about, her that the doctors really don't listen to Black people. And that's true. You got to force them to listen to you. And I was like, I know she's telling the truth because I had went through that with my gynecologist about these fibroids, and it was so bad. I switched doctors, but I had to go 3 to 4 months going back and forth telling them, no, I will not see her. No, I want another doctor. This is the doctor I want. He's available. He's open. Switch my stuff to him. And they was like, well, blah, 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 blah. Now, here's the thing about that. That doctor quit during COVID. Okay. Right as I was supposed to have my surgery. I get it. She quit. So if she quit, how y'all putting me back under her when they don't have none of my records? That means I'm a new candidate. I can see whoever the heck I want to see, whoever and whoever my insurance will cover. So I had to fight that, y'all. I really did. And then when I was trying to be obedient and show up to this woman, my appointment would be at 10:30 in the morning, and she would just be on her second person and got 3 ahead of me. Huh? I don't know. Oh, no, we ain't doing that one. You go ahead and keep all them you got. So finally, the medical nurse that's up under the doctor that's over the facility said, change her. Give her to who she wants to go with. If he's going to take her, transfer her stuff over to him. And so now I got a different doctor. And this particular doctor, he's my vascular doctor because of my heart situation. And he always, when I go in with him, he checked to make sure I still got, my mobility and all this stuff. He be on it. And when he checked my arm, he said, I don't like the way this is stumping. He said, it's stumping too hard, which indicates something's wrong. He said, I'm going to set you up for an ultrasound and then I'm going to call you. He said, so we can go in if we need to and do something. I said, okay. And that's what happened. He was right. He was very much right, y'all. So I'm like, okay. These ladies are welcome. Okay. They don't, Leo. I'm so glad everything went well. Me too. If I'm not asleep, I will be there. Okay. So yeah, I'm so tomorrow, y'all, I'm gonna say this before I get into something else. Y'all know that and for those of you all don't know, let me just tell the story like this. September the 13th, 2021, I lost my dear husband. Okay. Don't feel sad for me. Don't feel sad for me. Just pray for me. That's all I ask. Pray to Jesus for me because that's who I believe in. Okay. But tomorrow it'll be 3 years since he's been gone. I'm getting better, y'all. You never get over it. You just learn how to deal. You know what I'm saying? You start your new normal. Me and this man was together almost 30 years. Okay. So majority of my adult life I spent with him. It's one thing to lose a spouse. It's another thing to lose a spouse and a best friend. That was my best buddy. Do you hear me? That was my bestie. And he told everybody I was his bestie. Everybody knew it, So I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I've been invited someplace because people's trying to make me enjoy this day again because it's also my favorite auntie's birthday. And she loved my husband. And when my mama called her, she said, no, She said, don't tell me. My mama didn't even have to say nothing. She said, nah, he did not leave on my birthday. That's my baby. He left on my birthday, And I had to go and take him off the ventilator machine. So, that was a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? It was a double whammy. And so on the verge of just now losing my aunt, coming back from Alabama. I just came back from Alabama. I lost my cousin who was my sister last week. We buried her. It's just been one thing after another. So I really do want to celebrate tomorrow. So even if I come on, I'm going to probably tell a couple stories about him, and if anybody want to come on tomorrow just to encourage me, tell me something about their love life that'll encourage me, or whatever about their loved one, I'll drop the link and we'll do that for about 30 minutes and then we'll bounce, But yeah, so that's, that's a different. I hear a lot of people get your back in that board. I already do different things to I do exercise. That wasn't it. That's not the reason why the clots developed. It wasn't the reason. But yeah, I still do exercise, and I be walking. I just don't show y'all no more. I don't show y'all no more because I'm trying to build myself back up to go roller skating. I told y'all I'm gonna get on these skates. Matter of fact, the skaterama will be here in Kentucky. It'll be in Louisville, which I'm like 5 minutes outside of Louisville. So sometimes they still consider where I live at Louisville as well. But I'll be at that roller skate arama. It's called roller skate arama. It's people from all over all over the country. They skate, they come down, and it be like a 5 or 6 hour rollathon. And when I tell you they be jamming, they be jamming. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let me see. I'll be keeping you. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, everybody. So yeah. Now this is what I want to do. My husband made me promise him that I would cremate him. Okay. He told everybody, I already told her if I go before her, I want her to cremate me. He said, I don't want nobody looking down on me. Cremate me. If you didn't see me while I was living, you shouldn't want to see me when I'm dead. We both feel like, yeah, if you ain't come to see me, I love on me when you had the chance, don't do it when I'm gone because I can't hear it. I can't even feel it. See what I'm saying? So anyway, but I told my children, I need them. What I want to do, my husband was an avid fisherman. He loved to fish. Okay. Loved to fish. Sometimes he would ask me to go with him. I would. I don't know why he wanted me to go with him, but anytime for us to spend together, cool. And I love to see him fish. And he didn't even eat fish. He would get it and fillet it and all that for me, but he just loved fishing. It was relaxing to him. And I want to actually take his ashes and put them where he spent majority of his time, where it brought him peace, and like I told my children, we got memories. We got pictures. We'll still have the urn, but he's not here. So he's not here. And then everybody got ashes from him. Everybody got a necklace with ashes in it. You know what I'm saying? And so I really feel like I want to do that, but I'm not going to do it if my kids say no, because that's their dad too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's my husband. I have the final say. But if my children still feel some type of way about it, I'm not going to do it. At least not now. We'll wait. So that's the decision. Everybody has to let me know tomorrow what they want me to do. Because everybody's like, let us think about it. I'm like, okay. So anywho, let me see. Facts, preach. I'm with him on that. Yes, he is. My guy, fishing and relaxing fun. Yep, he loved to fish, honey. He really did, and was good at it too. He was good at it. So anyway, yeah, that's what tomorrow is. That's what tomorrow is. Let me tell y'all about. I don't know how y'all gonna take this, but this is a true story. Okay, listen to this, and I'm saying this for a reason. Y'all know I always give God glory. So if that bothers you, I'm so sorry. Not really, but hey. So we went to Alabama to bury my auntie. And we stopped at Waffle House. Okay, because we were so early. We stopped at Waffle House. And the lady who was ringing, taking people's ticket, it was 2 tables that needed to be cleaned. And I said, excuse me, ma'am. I said, can you clean that table right there? Because we would like to see them. She said, yeah, I'm sorry. She said, we've been so busy. I said, no problem. I just wanted you to know that we were waiting to be seated. And she said, okay. So she went to clean the table and everything. So sweet. She was so sweet. And everything. She was like, y'all want me to go ahead and get you something to drink? And blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, after she got our drink, she disappeared. And people were going back her to where she was. And I thought she was offended because we asked her to clean the table. Because sometimes y'all pressure burst pipes. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody can say like that one little last thing to you and that just be all she wrote, and everything. Come to find out, that day was the day that she had lost her mother a year ago. And we was like, whoa. And so she had already been building up and she was trying to hold it back. But I guess we were so nice to her. It just made her, I don't know. So anyway, she went, they got her together and she came back out and everything. And we was ready to go by the time she came back out. But my mom had said, I want to bless her before we leave. I hope she come back out. I said, if not, we can ask her to stick her head at her and you can give her whatever you want to give her, right? And she said, yeah, because it's something about her that's tugging at me, right? So, and then it was a black couple and their older couple. My mama wanted to buy their breakfast, but they were already at the counter just paying. I'm like, Lord. So anyway, the girl came back out. We was through, and my mother said, here, I want to bless you. She said, that's yours. And she looked at my mother and said, like that. She said, are you serious? Mother said, yeah. She said, thank you, sweetie. You're a blessing. She said, you have a good day. I said, and just know this, baby. I said, don't grieve your mom. Just love the fact that you had one that you missed. I said, because a lot of people don't have that. And she just looked at me and shook her head. She said, that is so true. So I said, God bless you. You know, we walked on out. Okay, I'm fast forwarding. So before we hit the highway, of course, we ate with the family, acted silly with the family and everything. But all of us, for some reason, wanted some Applebee's. You can tell I was depressed because I don't eat Applebee's and I wanted some. Okay, moving on. So we get to Applebee's and everything. And we sitting at the table. All of a sudden, who's our waitress? The same girl that was at Waffle House. And she said, oh my goodness, hey, she remembered us. She said, oh my goodness, hello. Me and my mother said, ah, like that. And everybody else was looking at us, like the came with us was looking at us like, how y'all know that girl? And she hugged me and I hugged her. And she hugged my mother. My mother hugged her. We was like, how are you, boo? I didn't know I was going to see you down here. She said, I know. She said, today, believe it or not, it's my first day. She said, it's my first day and y'all my table. What is the odds? The woman who we gave a blessing to and spoke life into her, we could get on a highway and this woman shows up at this restaurant and remembers us and we got a chance to love on her and bless her again. That was divine. I said that was divine. If we didn't come here for nothing else because the food sucked, okay, let's just get that straight. I said we didn't come here for nothing else. We came here for her. Sometimes, y'all, you don't understand why you're doing something. You just need to be obedient. You just need to be obedient. You never know if you're going to be blessed or if God needs you to be a blessing to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And not only did she get blessed this time by us, but other family members loved her so much and her personality, they blessed her. So ain't no telling what all this girl, just with our family, period, ended up with. Ain't no telling what she racked up with, you know, everything. Let me see. Get more views and subs, trust into it would be great. Do shorts. Okay, facts, reach out. I'm on it. Okay. Hey, I think it says Shauna Short. Hey, what's going on? So yeah, y'all, you just never know. And I was like, I gotta tell my butterflies this story because you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all heard that? That's my ice machine. You just never know. And a lot of times, if you like me, something don't make sense. Now I'm learning to when I hear that to be obedient. Like maybe I wasn't gonna go to Kroger today, but something keeps tugging on me, telling me to get to Kroger. So I just get up and go to Kroger and end up, either being a blessing to somebody or somebody being a blessing to me. Okay. So, it just is what it is. Or don't go down that street and you like, but that's the shortcut. And you keep hearing, don't turn down that street. And when you get home, you see on the news that it was a car accident or whatever. Because I know y'all see on the news that it's a man loose in Kentucky and he opened fire on the expressway and they still ain't found him yet. Seriously. And so when we was coming back from Alabama, that was one of the ways that we had to go, but there was another route that we took. See what I'm saying? Take that other route. And we didn't know why. We just knew at a certain point, it was so backed up. It was crazy. And so as we went around, I finally looked on my phone to see what's going on. I said, it's a shooting here in Kentucky on the expressway. I said, they looking for the man. See. So, you just never know. You understand what I'm saying? So, anywho, I wanted to share that because, like I said, to walk in that restaurant and see that waitress and her be our waitress, that was funny. Now, my mother, y'all, when I tell y'all she surprised me, my mother is the type of woman, she's good in her heart, she's gold, but she ain't the one to play with at all. Okay, at all. And everybody know that about her. That's her reputation. Everybody knows that about her. So before we got ready to leave, her cousin said, "Let me talk to you for a minute." And you know, I am my mother's keeper. What's going on, pizza? Hey, Pizarro Boo. I am my mama's keeper. Okay, so when I saw my mother going outside, they was going out one way. I went around the other way. See, yeah, ain't nobody saw me, and it's so funny because my little sister was like, "I saw you do that move." Yeah, I want they. We all can, which is true, but that's mama. Okay, so yeah, you go that way. I'm gonna have it over here. Cause as soon as I see something ain't right, I'm coming from nowhere. That's just, I'm sorry, y'all. That's how I think. You only get one mama. You know what I'm saying? So uh when I came out the door, I saw that everything was cool. They was just talking. Come to find out that one of my mother's brothers that she don't talk to, deal with, nothing. Okay. And I'm glad she didn't know this at the funeral. I'm glad she didn't know this at the funeral. Praise God. Uh Lied on my mama. My auntie was waiting for my mother at the hospital while she was in the hospital, while she was living. Because my uncle told a lie. My uncle said that my mama was there and they had partied for 2 nights straight. And my auntie's daughter said, "Well, I know dang well she ain't gonna let that stop her from coming up here and seeing mama because she know mama waiting on her, right?" How come my mother wasn't nowhere near Alabama? My mother was at home in Kentucky, going to work. Her brother lied on her just that quick. So it had my cousin feeling some type of way. Now my mama showing up for the funeral, but you couldn't show up when she was living. Can y'all understand where I'm going with this? You know, and she was kind of salty, and I get that. I get it because I would have been too. And then when my mother looked at her and said, "Excuse me," she said, "I ain't been here since the reunion." She said, "When was that?" And she said, "Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. He just told me you was here 2 weeks ago and y'all partying and stuff like that." She said, "I can't tell." She said, "Outside of today, I can't tell you when I laid eyes on my brother." She said, "Matter of fact, I can't even tell you when I talked to him. This particular brother." She said, "I can't even tell you when I talked to him." And I said, "Furthermore," look, I spoke up then. I said, "Furthermore, my mama don't drink." She said, "I'm gone." She said, "On that note, I'm gone." I said, "Yeah. So no." She said, "Well, he had mama thinking you was her and she kept waiting for you to walk through that door." Can you imagine? Can you imagine your favorite is in the hospital? Somebody done lied to her and told her that you know she's in the hospital and you in her city. And she's like, "I know she's coming up here." And she's waiting. And then she dies thinking that my mama was coming in there. And when my mama didn't even know she was in the hospital. Didn't even know she was sick. Didn't know nothing until I told her. We got 3 family Facebook groups, family wise. We got 3 of them. And when I saw in one of the groups that she was dead, that she had just died, I'm the one called my mama. I called her. And had I not called her, she wouldn't have never known that. Hey, Global Boo. Yeah, so sometimes y'all, family may not be blood. Not all the time. Sometimes it's just kinfolk. We can be cause of blood, but we may not be family. Some of y'all get that. Sometimes some of your kin people who you share blood with, you gotta cut them off, treat them with a long handled spoon. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. Because if not, some of them same people get you robbed, killed, get you into stuff you don't have no clue. And my mom being who she is, she handled that so well. She handled it. I was so proud of her. And I told her, I said, "I can tell you have grown." I said, "Because my mama would have told somebody, take me where he's at." You would have told us straight up before we left. I said, but you said, you know what? I don't expect nothing different from him. I did not know. Had I known, I would have been here. I don't know why he chose to lie on me, but that's a lie. And that's how calm she said it. And my cousin just hugged her and said, you know what? I believe you. But I'm going to deal with him when I see him. She said, honey, you do what you want. That's why I don't have nothing to do with him at all. And she don't. She cut him out 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So yeah. And so I always say, Leo, especially, I always say that I love those that will let me love them. I'm not going to fight to love you. That's dumb. I'm not going to fight to love you. I'm going to love those that will let me love them. It's too many people out here that want somebody who genuinely care about them and want the best for them. For me trying to give you love and fight to show you I love you, and you could care less because you don't know how to receive nor give love. I ain't got time for that. So I leave people where they are and I move accordingly. It just is what it is. So that's just where we are. So, I'm just saying, y'all, a lot of people will be tested. And you will be tested by those that's close to you. The one thing I hate is for somebody to do something for me and then throw it up in my face that they did it for me. That right there made me so independent. Sometimes let me just be honest. I was so independent. My husband had a lot that he had to work with because so many of my so-called family had did some things for me. And it wasn't like they did it because they did it out of the kindness of their heart. They did it so they can get accolades, okay? But they forget to tell the story that I paid it back, that I did something for them, and they really owed me. I took somebody somewhere in my car, and they didn't give me no gas. They forgot to tell all that story. I never told it. But if you're going to tell the story, you need to tell it out. But that wouldn't get in the story. Everything else would get in the story, but that wouldn't. And so I realized I'd rather go without, okay, than to ask you for anything. And sometimes that's stubbornness, okay? So when he came in my life, he had a lot to work with. But after I got to telling him some things, he understood why I was the way I was, because I don't want nobody doing nothing for me. And then you got to go tell 39 other people that you brought me a cup of water. Whoop-de-doo. Thank you for the water. I mean, here, I'll buy you a case of water. How about that? So, yeah, just when you share your information, when you share what's close to you, make sure the person that you're sharing it with is somebody who has some type of integrity. A lot of people are sharing their information with those who only want to hear it so they can tell other people, and then they become a victim. You the one told my business, but you want people to feel sorry for you. How does that work? I trusted you with my innermost information, only for you to go tell Tom, Dick, Harry, and his cousin Michael too. But you want us to feel sorry for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if you ain't got nobody you can trust, hey, real mama Fifi, did you get your cash out back, baby? I think I saw that you had said yes, but I wanted to make sure I hadn't seen you. So yeah, y'all. I mean, now when you can't trust the people, my grandmother used to say it like this: in order for a dog to bring a bone, trust me, he got that bone from somewhere. He didn't just pick the bone. He didn't just one day just pick the bone up. No, he had to go somewhere and get that bone. Ain't no telling what else he's bringing with him. And then the one that bring one gonna carry one back. So just make sure whatever they carry and whatever you say, you can stand in it. I bet it don't mean nothing. I used to be more open than I am about the things I went through in my life and things that happened to me. And I started realizing that a lot of people can't handle that. Case in point, like I told everybody, my kids didn't know. This is before I met my husband. My older kids didn't know that my second job, they knew I had a second job. They just didn't know what it was. That my second job was stripping. Okay. And they didn't know that until they read my first book. And they wrote, and I wrote like I was naked and unashamed in that book. I told everything just about, like the beginning of some stuff. And when they read that book, they were shocked. Like, mama, that's what you was. We just knew that anytime we had to have money for this and that and the other and all that, you just, you had it out. You came up with it and blah 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 blah. You know, yeah. And so I told that story. And one day, somebody on YouTube thought that they would try to clown me with my own story. If I was ashamed of that story, you think I would honestly be on here telling it? So how you gonna get me with my own tea? Huh? Baby, my kids was important to me. If I had to walk through doo-doo that was on fire with no shoes on it, that's exactly what I would have did. Walk through doo-doo with no shoes on while it was on fire. For man. For man. Now, you may not have done what I did, but I did. I didn't want, I wanted to just be upfront, babe. Trust me. I was like, I don't know if she want me to keep it. She want me, I don't know. I said, let me just send it back to let her know that I'm, this death was really, like I said, was very much unexpected, which all deaths are unexpected unless you know they've been sick. You know what I'm saying? To us, it was unexpected because we didn't know she had been sick. We was in the dark on that. So when we heard that she had passed away, we was like, huh? What? So yeah. But thank you anyway for supporting me. Hopefully if it's meant to be, I have that challenge one day. I ain't in no rush to do it because so many people were supporting me this time. And with the death happening, I couldn't focus on that. I had to focus on my family and my mama. And so I'm like, I know these people tired of this. I'm going to have a loaded baked potato challenge situation. So I'm going to wait. If it's meant to be sometime in 2025, I'll throw it out there again. Maybe that time, everybody will come back and support me the way that they were. And I really, really appreciate that. I do. And I don't think I said thank you guys enough, but I really appreciate you all supporting me on that. I just do. I was excited about it. Pizza was going to be my host. Uh, ODS was going to be in it. Yusuf was going to be in it. Charlie was going to be not in it to cook, but in it as a part of it. So I had like a variety of people and everything. So it just is what it is. Life happens, and I understand. Life happens. I will be back. I know I ain't gonna do it tomorrow because I just told y'all what tomorrow is. Okay, so I'm not gonna do it tomorrow, but I will be back. Either this weekend or sometime next week, and we're gonna do part 2 of one of the fallen angels and tell y'all everything that it introduced to humans and stuff. And yeah, it's yeah, it's getting good. It's getting good, y'all. Also, before we get out here, definitely support. Oh, okay. Yes, I would love for you to, Leo. Thank you. Okay, yeah. I would love, and I can't wait for you to do some more strawberries. I can't wait. I was over looking at that a video not too long ago. I'm like, okay, I need more training. I suck. And I'm a chef. I was a chef for 2.5 years. So yeah, a trained chef. And I can't do no strawberries at all. Who pray for me? I'm on the slow bus. However, um, okay, and for those of you all who've been following me for a while, I told you guys, okay, one of the prophecies I told y'all was about the presidential thing, right? I even told y'all before Biden stepped down, I told y'all I don't see him running next term. I don't see him running next term. And everybody was like, girl, boo, he gonna run. What happened? Okay. I do see a woman president. I don't know if it's gonna be Kamala. I ain't gonna tell y'all that because I don't know that. God ain't show me that. I just see a woman's body and face. Okay. It just might be. Now, to be honest with you, neither one of the candidates to me speak nothing. Everybody's worried about unborn babies, which you should be. But what about the babies that is already born that parents don't have adequate home They can't feed the kids. Rent them went sky high if you're renting. These jobs ain't giving no raises. It's truck companies laying off now. Truck companies. Okay. So, yeah, it's one thing. I heard Jesse Jackson one day say, and this was when I was younger, okay? I was in my 20s. Jesse Jackson said something like this. Y'all worried about babies who aren't here yet, but y'all won't come up with a plan to help take care of the ones that's here. I agree with that. And that's what I'm saying now. You worried about unborn babies, okay? And we should, okay? But what about the ones that's here? Because the ones that's here, one party wants to cut off everything. Food stamps, if they get them, no overtime, want to cut out all medical stuff if you don't pay for it. It ain't like it's that great anyway, but it beats a blank. You know what I'm saying? Canada, they got universal health care with no strings attached. And we supposed to be the country of all countries. So yeah, you know, I told y'all that you will start hearing more about government things that's happening, the lies that has been told. You will start hearing a lot more secret stuff that's gonna come out. And get ready for some more preachers to be exposed. Okay. I told y'all, when I told you last year, I said 2024 is the year of exposure. And you will start seeing a lot of things that's hidden come to light. I said, especially when it comes to the church realm, the entertainment realm, and the government. They're all going to start. It's like once one person is exposed, it is a trigger effect. Now, here is another thing. If y'all have not, I told my people last year, watch Jay-Z, watch Beyonce. I said, they already gonna start with Diddy. And y'all can go back and listen to some of my I promise you I said all this. I said they gonna start with Diddy. I see Diddy, and before that I said I see TD Jakes. I said a couple of years ago I told my people if TD Jakes didn't repent about something, God was gonna make sure he was exposed. So right as the new year came in, that thing I saw over TD Jakes was on the side of him instead of over him. And I told my people, whatever he must have repented or whatever, because God didn't remove it. He just moved it from on top of him to the side of him. Like if he goes against this again, it's gonna come back on him. And this year, like I told him in 2023, I said 2024, something about TD Jakes is gonna come out that's not gonna be favorable. I said, it's like he's going to be exposed. What happened? As soon as 2024 came in, TD Jakes. I told them also Diddy. What happened? Diddy. So now I'm telling y'all, okay? And I mentioned this in 2023. I said after Diddy, they're going to go for Jay-Z. If you notice, they are trying to build something on Jay-Z now. The difference between Jay-Z and Diddy, I'm going to tell you. Jay-Z is a street person. He know where the bodies are buried. So that before they really come for Jay-Z to take him down, and they coming, before they come for him, they're going to actually try to see what all the cords that he hold. And if you notice, Jay-Z's hand is in everything. It's in government. He got in government by who? Obama. If y'all don't know that, go back and listen to when Jay-Z got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He said it out of his mouth that Obama called him and said, I need you. We're a little bit behind. This is what I need you to do. And they became friends. So he got his foot in government because of Obama. So don't think he don't know something. It's just that he's not dumb like the orange guy to come out here and just puke his guts out about everything that, he ain't supposed to talk about. But when I tell y'all, he know where the bodies is buried. So when they come for him, he ain't gonna go down like they did Diddy. Okay. Diddy played himself. And I still ain't gonna jump on the Diddy train because he's one of us. As long as they let all them other ones go, you had all the priests over in the Catholic world that was messing with kids and stuff, and y'all still covering them priests up. Harvey Weinstein, Lord have mercy. Y'all knew for years what he was doing, and y'all still supported him. So I'm not gonna help y'all with Diddy. I don't, I ain't gonna support him, but I ain't gonna help tear him down either. It is what it is. Let me see. during the time I was up in. Oh, thank you. You was up in the bushes, yes, ma'am. Jay-Z and Beyonce separate. Did they? I didn't know that. I didn't know they separated. But if she's smart, like I think she is, she will cut ties with him because of her her legacy. Um, yeah. So it'll be more and more talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's gonna be more and more talk. Trust me. It's gonna be more and more people that's gonna start little bit by little bit coming out the clouds about Jay-Z and Beyonce to where they was the most protected couple in entertainment. You're gonna start hearing more stuff. More stuff. Okay, another thing. I also told y'all in 2022 that people will start trying to say blacks, us, came from aliens. What have y'all started hearing? That we are aliens. More and more that's kicking up. That we ain't no dang blasted aliens. Anyway, and so the alien situation and the fallen angels, they're connected. So my part two on that, I'm getting into that because I want y'all to know that the Anakis are real people. They really are real people. It goes a certain different way though, from what everybody's trying to say. And I want to say this too. This bears repeating. Remember, we don't say good morning. If anything, we say God morning or something different, or howdy, hello, whatever. Remember, good morning is what the slave masters would say to each other after hanging or killing blacks the night before. It was considered a good morning, okay, because of what they had done to us. So that's where that term came from. They would greet each other after hanging us or having a picnic where they set us on fire and they ate and watched and everything. The next morning when they got up, they would say, good morning. And that meant it was a good morning because of what they had done to one of us. And then mourning was because we would be in mourning because, mourning like you mourn somebody. That's, if you look that up, if you look mourning up, that's what that means. It means to feel sorrow for. They would say it was good that we was feeling sorrowful. I'm telling y'all. So I'm breaking down these words for people so that we'll understand what we're saying because there's power in our words. Okay. I know people don't believe that and it's your business, but it's power in words that we speak. Okay. Just like the word amen, when we say amen, that's not giving honor to our God. That is the name, part name of a deity that used to be worshipped that had nothing to do with Christ. And he made it to where every time you're grateful for something, now you want to honor something, you had to say amen, which gave honor to the deity that didn't worship Christ. Musty! Hey! I know, I saw that. Now, because of the orange guy, when he was on the other night at the debate, he said, yeah, they're eating cats and dogs and they're disappearing. And these people, that man's dangerous. I don't care what nobody say. That man is dangerous. You hear me? Now every Haitian, they going up to them saying, it's all type of means out with dogs in the pot and stuff, with vegetables cut up next. Y'all, that's weird. That's weird. I've never seen, and I know some Haitians, I've never seen Haitians eat dogs or cats. I've seen Asians, Chinese people, I've seen a couple of them eat dogs and cats, not trying to be funny. But everything bad this man said had a dark color attached to it. Those black jobs. What's black jobs? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's black jobs? I don't get that. You know, and then Asian, I mean, then the Haitians, and then Africans. Everything black, everything dark skinned was made to seem bad. Just like, why do y'all think the color black is associated with bad things? Black hole, black this, black anything. When you say black and white, black is automatically the color you already know is bad, and white is the great color. And I'm not saying, I mean, that's just how we were trained to think. Anything dark is bad, anything light is good. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. So I'm just saying we do have to watch some of the stuff that we engage and take in and everything, because when you know better you do better. You know what I'm saying? When you know better you do better. And a lot of times, y'all, a lot of things we have done through tradition, things that have been passed down that may not have been any good for us. But remember, we got it from people who had just came out of slavery, and really half of them couldn't read nor write. So people had to tell them things. So when they told them things, they took that as gospel and they taught their kids. And their kids being your grandmama them, your granddaddy them, and they taught their kids until our mothers went to school and learned a little bit different. But some of that tradition still stuck. Some of that tradition still stuck. And so a lot of times we do things because it's traditional, not because it's the right way, but it's because it's traditional. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard this story? One day this lady was cooking a meatloaf, and she didn't have a big pot. So she was like, well, I don't have a big pot. And her mother said, well, just cut the meatloaf off. And she cut the meatloaf off. She said, why do we do this? And she said, because, that's just how my mama did it. And, that's how her mother did it, and blah, blah, blah. So she said, well, let's call Granny. And they called the grandmother, her mother's mother, and said, Granny, why do y'all cut the meatloaf off instead of just getting a bigger pan? She said, oh, I only cut it off because I didn't have a big pan. Not because it was a tradition. I just didn't have a big enough pan, so I cut the meatloaf off, and that's how. So her mother saw the grandmother do it. So she started cooking it like that, cutting the meatloaf off and all this and stuff. And that passed down to the child. And the child, she's an adult now, cooking her meatloaf for the first time, and she wanted to know why. Sometimes you have to go back and question why we do certain things. Why we do this. I see grandmama did this, mama, you did it, I'm doing it, but why? You know, it just is what it is. It is what it is. I hope y'all had a great day today. Today was terrific Thursday. I hope y'all see my short too. I had a short from the cotton fields of Alabama. Y'all, it was so surreal. It was so surreal to be standing there in a cotton field. And it's like I can envision and feel our ancestors after picking this cotton, cutting their hands. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience because I could really envision it. But it was a sorrowful experience at the same time to know that, dang, this is what we had to do to survive. This is what made people rich. This right here. And I mean, it's growing, y'all. And cotton is growing. I mean, it was everywhere, you know. And I'm thinking, we've came so far. And then I got sad again, and I said, but we ain't came far enough. You know, like I said, I'm a thinker, y'all. I'm a thinker, and I'm like, wow, just to look at this, man. Just look at this. This is what my grandmother had to pick, and her mother, and my grandfather and his father and they father. 400 years, y'all. Over 400 years of this. I thought it not be robbery for me to make sure that my family had a legacy of good things. That you may look down the history of my family and see sharecropper, slave, blah, blah, blah. But towards on up until, my kids and stuff, you start seeing things change. You start seeing business owners, working for Kellogg's, I'm just talking about different things. Police officer, detectives, you start just seeing that we started, my mom and daddy them and my grandparents started changing the directory of what my family had done. They started taking those opportunities and standing on them. Like my one grandmother, she was the reason why Kentucky was able to get food stamps here. She took over 500 names to sit and talk with Lyndon B. Johnson. This mixed woman went and sat with him talking about Kentucky needs blah, blah, blah. So I used to tell my children, and we're going to get out of here, but I used to tell my children, I want you to be better than me. I want you to do better than me. And it took my oldest daughter to have a seat with me one day, and I said it again, and she said, Mama, you don't realize how tall of an order that is. I'm thinking I ain't did jack in my life to even be honored, And when my daughter got to listing the things that I had accomplished, the jobs that I had, she was like, that right there, just that one job. She said, Mama, you asking too much. And I was like, whoa, okay, let me change that. Be the best you can be. Y'all be the best you can be. Even if that's a garbage picker. You tipping garbage, a garbage tipper, rather not picker, garbage tipper. Be the best you can be. My granddaddy used to say, I don't care what you do it in honor. Hold your head up and do it with honor. He said, I don't care if you're going to sweep the street, if you're a street sweeper. He said, walk that street. Do that street proud. He said, take pride in whatever you do. That's why I don't care about nobody talking about, she used to work at McDonald's. Sure did. My family who went to college and 40s. Okay, come through. I know that's right, Mama Fifi. Honey, yes, I sure did work for McDonald's. And I go back and sure will. Because I was working for them and I was pregnant. And I said, when I come back from maternity leave, I want management. And people thought I was crazy. I knew what I was doing. I want management because I knew I wasn't going to stay at McDonald's. But I knew in order for me to get somewhere, I needed to get that management up under my belt. I needed to get at least 6 months of management. I ended up getting 4 years, praise God. But I at least need to get 6 months of management up under my belt. When I came back out from maternity leave, why come the store operator said, are you ready, Sugar Plum? I didn't know what she's talking about. I said, ready for what? You said you wanted management. That's how she talked. Said you wanted management. Oh, yeah. Who? Didn't I? I was so good that the man who goes around to straighten McDonald's out, he was coming to Kentucky. And they asked him, are you going to do it all by yourself or what other manager do you want to help you? He said, I've been watching a young black woman. She's real short. Y'all, I'm real tall for real. I'm 5'2". I'm real tall. He said, she's real short. He said, and she's over there on that McDonald's over there. I would love to offer her that position. Guess who we talking about? Project Me. That was raised in the projects. Me. And the store operator came to me and said, Sugar Plum, you have a job opportunity. And got to telling me, I said, how much is it? When she told me how much money was, I put a smile on my face. I was like, let me talk to my husband first. Because, some of y'all make decisions without your husband. I didn't. We talked to each other. So let me talk to my husband first. Talked to him. He said, I think you can do it. He said, this is up to you, baby. As long as it don't interfere with, what we got going on as far as being a parent, go for it. And I respected that. And so I was like, okay. I told him I sure will. When them people knew I was leaving, all of my customers, they knew I was leaving. Like, that's why I said I don't have no bad feelings with white people. I don't. It's the racist white people I don't like. Because, honey, them white people came in there. I had gifts galore. I had money. They bought me a cake and said, "Congratulations on your new beginning," or something like it. A big old cake. When I tell you they came, my customers found that I was leaving and they was coming in there like droves, honey, and everything. Let me see. I pump gas while in college and clean offices to buy what I needed. Come, ain't no shame in that, real mama Fifi. Ain't no shame in that at all. At all. That's why I sit back sometime and I listen to people. And let me say this: I've heard some stuff lately. I can't even support no more. I didn't know people were like that, and I so happened to hear something and see something that it really really vexed my spirit. And I'm like, I can't do it. I cannot do it because I don't want to get into that. But we got to get it together. We got to get it together as people. We do. We need to get together. And nobody's looking out for us but us. And then if you are us and you ain't looking out for you and me, I can't deal with you. I can't. It's like I gotta roll solo and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I am still gonna have. I just gotta pick a different date, y'all. September is kind of a iffy month for me, and I told y'all why. Uh, Me and my deceased husband's birthday is 2 days. I mean 2 weeks apart, and this month is his birthday too. And tomorrow is his. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. And everything, and then I gotta. Mostly everybody in my family is born in September. It's somebody's birthday today. Tomorrow's one of my grandson's birthday. The day after that is my no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's my auntie's birthday. Saturday is my cousin's birthday. Know what's going on with this computer. Hey, uppity, thank you, boo. Thank you so much. Um, I hope y'all can hear me because this computer, it just went straight down on me. I had to log all the way back in. It needs to be cleaned, and it's a Chromebook. The one that I talk off of is a Chromebook. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Hold on, let me pull up my other computer. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all can hear me. Yeah, it just went down. I don't know. All of a sudden it went black. It just went black. And then it said log in. Like I said, I don't understand what's going with this. But anywho, all right, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Like I said, tomorrow is the 3-year anniversary of my deceased husband, and then the 17th is his birthday. So I think I'm gonna honor him both days. We're not gonna be out sad tomorrow. I'm gonna drop the link and let people come up, and I want to hear about some of your one of your successful relationships. You wish me well, or whatever the case may be. We're gonna do it for about 30 minutes tomorrow, and then probably Saturday, if I come on Saturday, is when I do part 2 of the Fallen Angel that we're talking about. Be part 2, and how Anaki got into this and blah blah blah. You know, yeah, how we do it. We ain't no daggone, yeah. Anyway, it's a whole nother story. It was one other thing I want. Let me leave y'all with this. Go ahead, if you can, and get you 2 first aid kits and keep them. Okay. Um, Also, I told y'all that this year would be shakenings. We would see more earthquakes. We would also see more school shootings, and we are. I said we would see more mass shootings, and we have. This year ain't over with yet. We got a couple more to go. But get you 2 first aid kits and just keep them put up. Okay. The stuff I asked you to get is not for you to use right now. If you think you need to use one right now, get it and have that one to use. On the back end, get you some aspirin, some ibuprofen or NSAID, and some Tylenols, things like that. Get you like 2 boxes a piece, put them up, okay? Put them up. I'm telling you for a reason. If you have not started stocking on your water yet, start stocking up on your water, and don't let people know what you got, y'all, because I'm telling you, water's going to go up. Something is going to hit, and the water's going to go. Everything that's like $1 or $2 is going to be like $10. Okay, so if you're getting a whole lot of money, if you're getting different things, put some dollars and coins aside just in case the hacking that's going on. And I told y'all that eventually you all will start seeing that there's been hacking going on. Google's been getting hacked like crazy, y'all. That's why Microsoft and all of that keeps failing, and they've been having issues with people getting on the internet and stuff like that. I told y'all that. Okay, I told you. Okay. So you want some cash on hand, so put you some cash up. You ain't got to worry about having no big bills because they won't have the change to cut it. Get you some small bills. If you have to, go get you some $2 bills. Okay? Get you some small bills, some change to where, if need be, you got you with some money. Okay. Also, continue to buy your gold. Continue to buy your gold and put it up. You ain't got to fit it. This ain't for you to wear. Get you some gold necklaces, some chains, whatever. Just go to the pawn shop and buy some gold. Just say, how much is that? $15. Okay, give me that. How much is that? Or put you a layaway in, because pawn shops still do layaways. Put you some gold in the layaway and pay it off. And then just hide it so that you can have something to barter with, because gold would be king. Okay? Gold is going to be king. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Also get some baking soda. Armor Hammer baking soda or Red Mill baking soda. Just get you like 4 boxes of it. Okay? Baking soda. Baking soda. And you may have to go back and listen to this, and that's fine. Baking soda. Get you some of that and put it up. Okay? I know that's right, uppity. Yep. Cash on hand, canned goods, noodles. I can't stand oodles and noodles. But guess what? Guess who got noodles? Yeah, okay. Noodles. Uh, what else? Oatmeal, grits. You know the kind you can add water to it and everything. Yeah, grits. Uh, Candles. Yeah, we like to be all fancy and burn our smell good candles. I get you. Just go get you some candles. They got Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, everything's $1, whatever. They got them long candles, them long burning candles. They come 4 in a pack. You can get you 3 packs of those for now, and then get you 3 more packs later. At least you'll have candles. They also got them little LED lights. that if need be can light up 2 rooms so you won't be in the dark. So yeah, get you some LD lights. Um, I had a conversation, and I'm gonna leave with this. I had a conversation with a nurse today, and she asked me about my husband. And I said, "Oh," I said, "Well, sweetie," I said, "No, that was my son in the room with me, doing while I was in the room while I was having surgery. That's my son." I said, "That's Junior." Like that. I said, "Senior passed away." I said, Tomorrow it'll be 3 years." She said, "I'm so sorry." She said, "What happened?" I said, "From complications of COVID." I said, when that first wave of COVID came in, we all in the house had it. We just never knew how serious it was, you know. I said, but he was the strongest one and it took him out. This is what this woman said to me. It's a nurse. She said, my friend lost her husband to COVID. She said, but this is what happened with him. She said he went and got all those shots that they were saying to get when it first was available. She said his heart exploded. On that note, remember I was telling y'all, if you don't have to take it, don't take it. Don't let them fear you. And I had COVID. I've had it twice, okay? And I'm still saying, if you don't have to take it, don't take it. And I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know that person. Like I said, she could just been telling me. But for her to be a registered nurse telling me that today, a registered nurse, yeah, said that man's heart exploded. So for some of y'all that did take those shots, vanillas, some of the stuff that's going on with you now could be the result of that. Because remember, they didn't know what the side effects were. People was just begging for them to hurry up and come out with something because they were scared. And so they even made it to where even if it shows that you have this particular situation and it was caused by that thing, you can't sue them. You can't sue them. You can't go back and sue them. You can't do no class action lawsuit. All of that was written up in fine print. And then I'm gonna have to share this video I got, and I'm gonna say allegedly on what I'm about to say, okay? Even though it's a video, it could still be allegedly. So let me cover myself and say allegedly. Moderna and Pfizer put their name on it, but they wasn't even the ones who created it. It was created by military. So I always tell people, if you did have to take it, there's a way to detox your body. And y'all know I'm into herbs and stuff. I will be talking on the little herbs tomorrow, okay? I will be talking on the detox tomorrow. And let me say this. I hope Leo is still here. If she's not, I hope she go back and listen to at least this part right here. My sister was dealing with answer, put the C in front. And of course, we are believers. We believe in God. We believe in healing. We believe in all of that, okay? Our faith in our family is, hey, right? However, me doing what I'm doing, as far as herbs is concerned, I put her on sour sop. So while she was going through what she was going through with her answer, put the C in the front, I had her on sour sop because that way that stuff that she had to take was, it robs you of your energy, I heard, and all of this and all of that. So when I got her on sour sop, God is good. It's going on 3 years. It's going on 3 years. So I will be touching on sour sop tomorrow. And I'm going to have to disguise it and put sour hop. Okay. Because with me breaking it down, what sour sop does and how there's many people. And I told y'all, my herbalist teacher was Dr. Sabi's pupil. He was one of his first pupils. So, okay. So sour sop. I want y'all to keep it in your mind. But when y'all see sour hop on my thing for tomorrow, just know you want to be here. You want to be here for this information. You want to be here. Anybody that you know that's going through answer, put the C in the front, have them here too. have them here too. All right. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And remember, no matter what the test, always do your best. If you want to bless me with my little coffee fund, my Cash App does roll at the bottom of the screen. But it's $ capital C small O, capital C small O, KYN 929. Lord, I forgot my own daggone Cash App. Capital C small O, capital C small O, KY capitalized 929. Okay. Cocoa, Kentucky 929. All right. I love you guys. And remember, no matter what the test, always do your best. I'll see you guys hopefully on some of these YouTube streets. Until tomorrow, be blessed. Smooches.